Today, I'll be taking a closer look at the rollout of J. Cole's latest album, The Off-Season. The Off-Season, which is J. Cole's sixth studio album, was released on May 14th, 2021. And as you'd expect, it has proven to be arguably one of J. Cole's best projects to date. In this video, I'll be paying attention to the ingenious rollout strategy of the album while identifying some key takeaways that up-and-coming artists can learn from when it comes to releasing your own music. All right, welcome everyone. My name's Kevin from Music with Flavor, where we help you taste success within the music industry by feeding you advice, tips, insights, and strategies for success. Now, before I get to the details of J. Cole's recent album rollout for the off-season, kindly give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more content like this. Also, just so you don't miss an upload from me, don't forget to click on that bell icon too. Now, let's get into it. But first, a little intro about J. Cole.
Jermaine.
Yes.
Cole.
Yes.
You talking about the one that just said, I could put an M on your head, now you Luigi, brother? Him?
Yes, him.
J. Cole is a household name and widely regarded as one of the most influential rappers of his generation. He first gained recognition in the industry following the release of his debut mixtape, The Come Up, in 2007. This was followed up by two more successful mixtapes, The Warm Up in 2009 and Friday Night Lights in 2010. By that time, he was already signed to Jay-Z's Rock Nation imprint. He would later release his debut album in 2011 titled Cole World, The Sideline Story, which debuted at the top of the US Billboard 200. He has since gone on to release 4 more albums, all of which debuted at number 1 on the Billboard 200 charts. Every single one of his 5 albums has also been certified platinum by the Recording Industry Association of America. So it's pretty clear, J. Cole knows how to make successful albums, and evidently, The Off-Season is no different. Like all of his previous albums, it debuted at number 1 on the Billboard 200. And there's no doubt that the manner of the album's rollout also added to the hype and excitement around the masterpiece even before it dropped. So what are the things we can learn from J. Cole's album rollout? Here are 3 of them. Number 1, start the tease early. 2 years before the release of the off-season, J. Cole fans already knew that an album was in the works. However, they had no idea that the album would be the off-season. Back in August 2018, J. Cole released Album of the Year Freestyle, which was accompanied by a music video. And in the description of the video, J. Cole revealed that the off-season would be released before what would have been his 6th studio album, The Fall Off. Now keep in mind that the album didn't drop until early 2021, which is a long time to keep your fans waiting. The difference here is that Cole is a major artist with a die-hard and loyal fan base. Heck, the mere sighting of Cole wearing Crocs or riding a bike in public is enough to send Cole stans into a frenzy.
Wow! Cole World!
My boy.
My brother big bro right there. I knew it, bro.
You probably don't have this luxury, but you can still tease your fans in many ways to let them know that music is on the way. Some will argue that the build-up to music releases is getting shorter, as artists will sometimes hit fans with a surprise album out of the blue or give a couple weeks' notice before releasing. If you have a small fan base, this might not be as effective, though. This is the whole if the tree falls in the woods and no one's there to hear it theory. But keep in mind that if you tease your release, you can generate new fans before the music drops while keeping old fans excited. It all comes down to proper planning, and a short build up to your release can be very effective with the right resources and plan in place. As an artist, what this does for your fan base is whets their appetite and keeps them yearning for the album, which is exactly what happened for Cole. While there was a ton of speculation and mystery about what would be next for Cole, he eventually began to reveal little clues of his vision for the next few projects. And this anticipation for the album grew exponentially from each tweet, Instagram post, public sighting, etc., etc. I think you get the picture. Now, number 2 is to take your fans through the process. On May 4th, 2021, J. Cole finally announced the release date of his new album on social media. This came 3 years after he first began teasing the release of the new project. Now, if you're a fan, no doubt the announcement would have gotten you all giddy and excited, and that's pretty normal. But this is where J. Cole really kicked his album rollout clinic into full gear. He didn't just stop at the announcement. 6 days later, and just 3 days away from the actual release of the album, Cole released a documentary on YouTube titled Applying Pressure, the off-season documentary. The documentary was a marketing masterpiece. With it, J. Cole took his fans behind the scenes, sharing private moments of the album's creative process. The doc also featured Atlanta-based rapper 21 Savage, who would feature on the album single My Life, one of the hit songs from the album. To kick off the doc, Savage asked Cole why he titled the album The Off-Season, to which Cole revealed that his goal for the upcoming album was to elevate his craft. And to pursue that goal, Cole turned to an unlikely source in basketball.
And at this point, I'm 21 years old, 22. And I'm like, nigga, why you didn't make it in basketball? Because you wasn't fucking working. You thought you'd be outside dribbling the fucking ball, doing something, when really niggas was in the gym with trainers, like putting in work, shooting 1,000 shots a day. And your dumb ass over there thinking you doing something, mimicking Iverson. Yeah. So it was like, yo, do you really want to look back 10, 20 years from now with this music shit and be like, the reason you didn't make it in music because you ain't put in the work?
Cole revealed that the way that basketball players train tirelessly to improve their skills inspired his motivation to improve his art. He described putting himself through rigorous writing drills just the same way basketball players would have to endure grueling training sessions. Now, looking at your situation as an artist, there's so much that goes into your creative process in order for you to get to the final product that we present to fans. You should embrace this process and share it with your fans, whether that is through footage of your studio sessions, songwriting process, you name it. Bring your fans along for the journey and help bridge their gap of understanding. Let them know the inspiration behind the song, why you chose those lyrics, why you're releasing this now. J. Cole does this incredibly well and has taken fans behind the scenes before with previous album rollouts and projects. This allowed his fans to understand the creative process behind the album and see a more vulnerable side of Cole. Taking your audience behind the scenes and through your creative process not only humanizes you and endures you to your fans even further, but it helps them to understand and connect with your music even more. Now, number 3 is the importance of being true to yourself. J. Cole wasn't talking about basketball and music just because he felt like it. He really meant it. And on the same day when the documentary was revealed, Cole also signed a deal to play for the Rwandan national team in the newly established Basketball Africa League. By the way, Cole had always had a thing for basketball. The 36-year-old rapper finally found a way to live a part of his dream by playing for the Rwandan national team. Why Rwanda? Well, it's because his father hails from there. By making this decision, Cole was not just drawing attention to himself to promote his album. He was also being true to himself in that he actually did resort to basketball to help him elevate his rap talents. And he had a strong passion for basketball growing up, which has been stated in the past. So this was no bluff. Being authentic in your marketing strategy is one of the keys to a successful career. It allows your fans to create a connection with you, building a strong, loyal fan base in the process. Granted, Cole already has a legion of diehard fans who would have picked up this album regardless. But those people who may be on the outside looking in, be it casual fans or those who know his name but don't listen to the music quite often, or even haters, had no choice but to be drawn into the buzz being created by the Cole camp. Opinions and biases aside, this was pretty inspirational when you think about it, and one big cohesive story from start to finish. From the name and the concept of the album to the documentary and vision behind it, and then the adventure to Rwanda to live out one of his dreams of playing professional basketball. Whether some of this was seen as a gimmick or not is for another day, but all of this screams J. Cole. Even when it may seem forced or funny to some, it still comes off as authentic and true to the J. Cole brand. So much of what artists have to do today to be heard is often so far removed from the music. This whole video has barely even touched on the content or quality of the album that J. Cole released, which just goes to show how important it is to put as much time and effort into your marketing and promotion as you do your music. And through all that, you also must try to be true to yourself, or at the very least, the brand that you've created or are trying to develop. So, to recap, what are the 3 takeaways from the rollout of J. Cole's The Off-Season album? The first is to tease your fans throughout the build-up to your release, however short or long that period is. Give the fans a taste of what's coming while still keeping them guessing too. Secondly, take your fans through the creative process of your album so that it means more to them than just another album. Finally, you want to stay true to yourself through it all. Be original and let your fans see you for you. I want to thank you for watching this video to the end. Also, if you haven't already, kindly give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Also, just so you don't miss an upload from me, don't forget to click on that bell icon too. That's it for today. Until next time, goodbye, and I'll see you on the next one.